What is up guys, this is Vishu from SavageCamp, and in this video we are going to use the OS module from Python which we have by default, and we are going to create these two folders. So what we will do is create a folder, then create 4 files inside it. These files will just have a text, a random text, whatever you want to put in. And then we will create another folder and copy all these files into this folder using Python. This is like a very good beginner's program if you want to kind of do basic stuff with your operating system using Python. So let me delete both of these folders so we don't have these anymore, and I have import OS. So the second thing I am going to do is import shut-util. This is what we use to copy. So I can do from shut-util import copy because we are just going to copy files. So let's start with the very basic. If you want to get the current location of your working directory, you do os.get, and you have a lot of options over here, but you have to select the first one, which is get current working directory. So if I do this and run this, you will see that I am in users, Vishu, PyCharm projects, YouTube, intermediate. So this is going to be our working directory. So I'm going to name this as here. We have stored our current location in here. So every time we want to execute any command, if we do not give the path, like the full path, it is going to create it over here. What I mean by that is if I do os.make directory, and here it says path, I'm not going to mention a path, I'm just going to give it a name. If I run this, you will see the directory come up over here. So I'm going to make this smaller. And here you can see Vishu is over here. I can delete, run this again. It's going to create it again. So not a big deal. I did a get current working directory. It gave us this location and it created a folder in there. So now what I can do is os.change directory. So I'm going to change my current directory, and I cannot just put Vishu. I mean, I can, but then it's not a good idea because I am not giving the full path. You need to specify which path you're going to, because Vishu can be another folder somewhere else. So it's a good idea to always give the full path. And to do that, I can do either two ways. I can do os.path.join, and here I am going to join. I have the current working directory in the variable here, and I'm going to join Vishu, which I created above. So if I do this, and if I do print os.list directory, it is going to show empty because nothing is in there in Vishu. So before I do change directory, I'm also going to do os.list directory to show you what is in here. So if I do this, we need to put in the brackets. So we have the Vishu folder which is empty. So I will delete it, and now you will see all the files that are present in the current working directory and the next one. So we know basic list directory, and now we have changed our directory to Vishu. So we are inside this. So I will write a for loop for I in range 5. And the only thing I'm going to do is file is equal to i.txt, and then with open file in a write mode as f.write. This is file, and then I'm going to put I. So what I'm going to do now is go into this directory and create 5 files 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to put in a text inside them, and with open is going to close that for me. So if I run this, it is giving me an error that it already exists, file already exists, so it cannot create that. That is because the folder exists and we are trying to make it again. So I will remove that. You can use a try catch, but for simplicity I'm going to remove it and run this, and here you will see Vishu and we have file, just one file. And the problem over here is I put this file in double quotes, so it created only one file with this is file 4. It should be the variable which is over here. So let's remove this, run, and we have Vishu with 5 files inside it. So this is file 0, file 1, file 2, file 3, file 4. So we have these 4 files. Now we need to copy all these into a second directory. So let's do this quickly. So I'm going to do os.make directory, and here I'm going to put our here variable, and Windows uses this /, and I will put Vishu2. So if I do this now, let's remove this, run this again. I will have Vishu2 created in intermediate. Remember, I am putting the location like this because we are in this directory. We are inside Vishu. That is why I'm putting in like this. You can also use this os.path join and here and Vishu2. Both of them would work. Now it's pretty easy. What I'm going to do is for item, actually let's do file name in os.list directory, print file name. So I'm printing this out just to show you the file names. So if I run this, you will see the file names 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. These 5 files are over here, and all I have to do is copy. I'm going to copy the file name. If I remove this, you will see source and then destination. So source is going to be our file name, because remember we are already in this Vishu directory from this change directory. So we are inside here. So copy file name, and I'm going to use the os.path and .join. I'm joining 2 paths. The first path is going to be here, which is our main directory, intermediate one. We stored it from this line, and the second part over here is going to be Vishu2. So I'm joining these two. So I'm going inside this and I'm going to copy this. So let's remove these two again and run this and see if this works. So I can expand this, and you will see it's the same files that are over here. So I think this is a pretty good beginner's program, because we saw how to list, how to create a folder, how to get the current working directory, how to change directory, how to join 2 file paths, how to create files, and we also saw how to create another folder and copy all those files in there. So it's a pretty long video because we did a lot of things, but I think this is a pretty good example to begin with the OS module, and we will be using this in the future videos. But that's it for this video guys, and I will see you guys in the next video.